This is Triggered.
And you will be. Good morning, Chantal.
Oh, hey, it's Friday.
I am so glad the week is almost done.
Yeah.
I need.
Yeah.
There's just nothing else to say, but
No,
I need.
you just need. Yeah. No, and I feel that. On that note, I would like anyone who is like an expert cleaner to send me some tips because our old lady dog defecated in one of the beds this morning.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah. And so now I'm like, you know, I've stripped everything, but the mattress needs some TLC. And I have now like used every spray bottle that we have in the house, but I'm a little bit of a freak when it comes to cleanliness. And I'm just panicking because I'm like, but there's poop on it.
Oh, see, as our girls get older, this is happening.
Oh, man.
But it's okay
I
because
know.
Luna's the sweetest girl.
Oh, she's such a good girl.
It's officially shopping season, and normally this would be my time to shine. I love buying gifts for people.
Yeah, you do.
This year, no thank you. I haven't the energy. Everything has been online and it's breaking my heart. So this weekend, I'm going to go out and do some local shopping because I really think it's important we support those smaller shops.
Yes. We talked about this before. Like, if you are able to get out of your house, try to support local when you're doing your Christmas shopping this year. It's just better for all of us. It's better for your local economy. It's better for your local people.
And also, I don't know about anyone else, but I feel as though when I get a gift from like a specialty store or a small mom and pop shop, I don't know, I just feel like that's so much more thoughtful and special to me.
Yeah, it is. It is for sure.
Shop local, friends. I also like these smaller shops because I feel safer in them.
Yeah.
You know, like the mall scene is just not what it used to be.
No, I know.
Especially with all these fucking lunatics running around.
I'm paranoid. I'm always like, who are you? Why are you looking at me?
Well, and you know, as we know with our podcast, it takes, you know, all kinds of people to, you know, run the world. And unfortunately, amongst those fucking people, there are weirdos.
Yeah, for sure.
And actually, just 2 weeks ago, I don't know if you've heard about it, there was an axe-wielding psycho.
Yeah, you were saying that on the other day.
Just by plaster Orleans, he injured a bunch of people. He attacked.
It's awful.
Yeah, the police shot him, but I don't know the details of that, and I'm sure it just hasn't been released yet.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's my reasoning.
I'm about shopping where there are no axe-wielding maniacs.
Yeah,
that's
same.
my vibe.
I mean, and to be fair, as we get into the story, these small shops sometimes aren't the safest place either.
Oh, okay. Well, tell me more.
All right. So imagine walking into a store, perhaps to grab a quick item, and suddenly finding yourself in a nightmare.
No. No.
So this actually,
I don't want to.
I know. So this is actually what happened in Ogden, Utah. Mm-hmm. So buckle up because we are going to talk about the hi-fi murders.
Oh, boy.
So anyone who doesn't know what a hi-fi shop is, it's a small version of, say, like a Best Buy, a Radio Shack. It, back in the 70s, was, you know, where you would get your stereo equipment, things like that.
Yeah, your records.
Yeah. Kind of cool. Take me back to those days. All right, so I'm going to shake it up today. This story is awful, but before we get into it, I'm going to start with a little background on two fucking monsters.
Okay.
They turned this small town into a fucking horror movie. Like,
God.
It's crazy. So our story begins with a man named Dale Pierre. Dale was born in 1952 on the beautiful island of Tobago, which is like, could you imagine?
We're dealing with 15 centimeters of snow today,
Yes.
and I can't imagine.
No. So he was raised in Tobago, running around the bustling streets of Trinidad. It sounds delightful. He did have a troubled childhood, always getting into trouble. You know that kid?
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, that just couldn't stay out of it.
Yeah, like
Yes.
his parents were constantly trying to teach him right from wrong. But there was just a darker side to him.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it's your kid. So you want to be like, he's struggling, he'll find his way.
And I think a lot of parents too go through the like, oh, well, it's just a stage.
Yes.
And I mean, I would assume 90% of the time it is just a stage. But for that small 10%, that's why we have this podcast.
You got it. So Dale had a really bad temper. He had a really odd tendency of stretching any truth. So he was like a pathological liar,
Oof.
constantly taking something and switching it around.
Yeah, and that's always not a good sign. Like, all kids lie, but when it's a pathological thing where they're lying about literally everything,
That's like a red
that's
flag.
a red flag.
Absolutely. So in June of 1970, Dale made a huge move. He left Trinidad behind for the United States. He arrived in New York on June 7th and settled into Brooklyn.
Oh, you love Brooklyn.
Okay. Anyone from Brooklyn listening? Like, you guys got it.
Ashley would be there right now if she could.
I would. The brownstones and the little restaurants, and there's diners and food trucks, and
You're all about the food.
I love food.
Ashley's just like, let me tell you about the food in Brooklyn.
Oh, the pizza, just yes. So by May 1973, he joined the U.S. Air Force, and he was stationed at Hill Air Force Base in Utah as a helicopter mechanic. Now, I am not choosing these stories on purpose.
Are you sure?
I promise. I didn't know about his past, and I'm like, again, we're
military.
This. And here at this Air Force base, Dale's life started taking a darker turn. He quickly became a suspect in a shocking murder.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
Already.
Couldn't hold
Dale.
it together. Sergeant Edward Jefferson was found brutally murdered in his apartment, and I cannot get over the weapon. This just, no.
I can tell by your face. I hate it.
So a bayonet was plunged so deep into his face that only the handle was visible.
In his face?
Face.
Oh, that's... No. Ew.
The
Gross.
horror of that is just
A
too
bayonet?
much. Like, sir, calm down. Like, you went a little cray-cray.
Why?
So on October 1st, 1973, Dale had been at Jefferson's apartment taping music when things took a turn. So they're there, they're vibing. I used to tape music all the time, so I can, like, see the scene in my mind.
I literally remember, like, we had this little tape recorder, and you had to push play and record down at the same time.
I had it too.
Oh, my God. And I would do it for, like, the top 40.
Rick D's and the weekly top 40s.
Yeah.
I lived for Rick D's.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
So crazy. So they're vibing, they're taping music, and all of a sudden Jefferson is like, bro, where's my car keys? So they're missing. They're tearing this apartment apart. They're frantically searching. Those keys are gone.
We have, like, personal experience on this. Recent.
Too
soon?
My keys are gone. So here's where it gets dicey, though. The next day, those keys magically reappear.
Oh, that's no.
Dale's like, hey, I found your keys.
Ooh, and Dale found them.
Red
Dale.
flag.
No, sir.
So, but not only did he just reappear with these keys, he took his time to go and make a duplicate copy of those keys under a fake name.
This is sounding real bad for Dale.
I know. Like, he's...
Sir.
Like, what was the point? Like, you're going to steal his car? Where are you going, Dale? You guys are on the same...
Was it the keys to his car or the keys to his house?
I think all of his keys.
Oh, all his keys.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So, Jefferson becomes primo subject number one, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jefferson is looking at Dale, and he's like, something is not right, which is great.
You have that intuition,
Yes.
too.
So, Jefferson was kind of on the ball with it, and he's like, I think I'm going to change all my locks. Something's
Good plan.
weird.
Good. I mean, it doesn't sound like it worked out for him in the end, but good plan.
No.
Good plan to start with.
Because he then goes and confronts Dale. And Dale's denying everything. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oof.
And it was just days later after he confronts Dale, and he's like, I feel like you took my fucking keys, you freak.
Right, right.
Days later, between the night of October 4th and the early hours of October 5th, Jefferson's murdered.
In the worst way.
In the worst way.
And you were talking about how the bayonet was in his face.
Yes.
And we know this. Usually anything with someone's face, like a victim's face, usually points to like passionate anger. So it's personal.
He probably didn't like being confronted. He
Yeah,
didn't want to be called out.
exactly.
How dare you accuse me?
Anything with the face is usually not like a random person who's come in and been surprised. That's like that's anger.
Yeah, it
that's
just sends chills down my spine.
Yeah, no
it's
kidding.
Crazy.
Oh, God.
So Detective Don Moore worked tirelessly on this case. He was interviewing witnesses, piecing together this puzzle. But despite the mounting evidence against him, they just had nothing to charge or make an arrest for Dale. So, like, they could not get enough. Everything was very circumstantial and they couldn't prove it.
That terrifies me.
Yeah.
Because if that happens to someone, they just carry on with their lives.
Yes.
If no charges have been pressed,
He's out
because they didn't have enough evidence.
And it must drive a detective crazy knowing,
Oh, I can't imagine.
This fucker did it, and I can't do anything
and I can't
about
prove it, and
Yeah.
so he just gets to go about his day.
Yeah, it's horrifying,
that creeps
really,
me
because
out.
it does happen a lot.
I'm sure it does.
Well, and even with a lot of our crimes, they're like, he was a suspect in this, but couldn't prove it, and then continues on to do
and then does
horrific
awful
things.
things.
This is where our story is going to start to take a little bit of a twist, as we talked about the hi-fi shop.
Right.
The hi-fi shop murders are very popular. Not a lot of people probably know about it unless you're a true crime junkie.
Yeah. I mean, like, I've heard of them, but I don't know the story.
Well, I'm going to tell you that story now, and it is fucking insane.
I'm scared.
Okay. So basically what happened in the hi-fi shop was that Dale Pierre and another man named William Andrews found themselves on trial together.
Oh.
And I'm going to tell you why.
Oh,
I didn't want to give it away.
I'm sure it's terrible.
It's pretty fucked. So William Andrews had a seemingly normal childhood. He joined the Air Force in 73, just like Dale. So they're around the same age. They become instant friends at Hill Force Air Base, even though most of the other guys were steering clear of Dale. They were just like, there's something fucking weird about this guy. We don't want to be his buddy. So he didn't have other friends. He meets William and he's like, let's be buds. They had a lot in common.
Okay, so they were like two peas in a pod right from the get-go.
So it's the 70s.
Yeah.
And so these are two black males who found like
camaraderie.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they were like, you're my person.
Yeah, let's hang
go.
out.
Yeah.
So I find it very fascinating how opposites will attract. So we have William, who's just like this social guy that everyone seems to like, and Dale, who nobody likes.
Well, I mean, you and I know that opposites do attract.
We are literally the complete opposite of each other, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I love you.
Well, I think in a lot of these situations too, like friendships are born because, I have personality traits that you don't have.
Absolutely.
And vice versa. And we complement each other because we have the pieces that the other one doesn't have. And so that's a lot of times when you see like, the old saying, opposites attract, that's why.
Absolutely.
And so it sounds like that's exactly what was going on with these guys.
But as William is getting closer to Dale, his other friends are like, no, we're not into it.
Ooh.
They kept saying it was like William was under some kind of spell.
So fun aside here. What would you do? I mean, I can't use me as an example because we've been friends for like 20 years. But let's say you like start hanging out with this new person and she's fun and you're having a good time. And I and like some of your other friends are like, Ash, I don't know what it is about her, but I'm just getting an off vibe. Like, what is your... I mean, it's hard to pretend with this.
It is.
But, like, how many friends would it take to say something like that before you would think, okay, hold on, I gotta really look at this?
Yeah, like, I would take my friends, especially you, if you're like, something's off, I'd be like, okay, maybe I'm missing something. Yeah. Because I do look at the better side of people. And I've been friends with people where people are like, what are you doing? And I'm like, but they have a good heart. And then later on down the road, I'm like, well, maybe Maybe I wasn't correct on that, but that's okay.
We have to talk about Ashley, an experience recently that like upset me immensely. So Ashley lives in the city and she calls me one day and she's like, "Oh my God, I met the sweetest old man." And I'm like, "Oh, that's sweet. Like, is he in your building or what's his story?" And guys, she literally goes, no, he's homeless and he lives in a tent out back. And I'm like, "Ashley, what?" Guys, y'all, listen. She's like, "Yeah, he showed me around his little tent." And I was mortified. Like, I immediately was like, "Where are you right now?" Like,
Yes.
do not go into people's tents.
And my husband was very upset about it because I went home and I baked a pie and I made a care package for him. And I was like, "I'm going to go drop this off to my friend." And my husband was like, "He's not your friend, number one. Number two, do you really need to do this?" And I was like, "I think I do." So
Ashley has a heart of gold.
it gets me into trouble sometimes.
I think part of my responsibility as your friend
Yes.
is literally to be like, "Girl, no."
I know.
We're not doing that today.
But my husband did come with me to drop off the pie. He wasn't home.
Because he was terrified.
He was like, "You're not going."
He was like, "You're not going to talk to the homeless campers by yourself."
But I love that my husband's always a trooper. He's like,
I know.
"Okay,
He's
babe,
always
let's
like,
go."
"All right, let's pack up the pie."
Yeah. So it's fine. But anyways.
Okay, so I get it.
So
Yeah.
William is under Dale's spell and they can't figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
So at the same time, in 1974, in March, both men decide to file for separation from the Air Force.
Okay.
So they put their paperwork. Everyone is kind of like, "Why would Andrew do that? He's thriving in his career." But he was more of a follower.
Yeah, I wonder if Dale was like, "I'm getting out," and he was like, "Well, I'm just going to go with you."
Yeah, let's file our paperwork and get the hell out of here.
Interesting. Okay.
But again, you're leaving your job. So they came up with a plan.
Oh, no.
And the plan, no. Fast forward a month later,
Okay.
April 22nd, 1974, a routine trip to a local store would turn into a nightmare for several innocent victims.
Oh, no.
So now we're going to get into the crime. I'm going to just throw out a little trigger warning. There are some things in here that can be very disturbing for some people. We're going to hit on sexual abuse, and I just want people to be ready.
Thank you.
Yeah. So on the fateful night, Dale, along with William, entered the hi-fi shop in Ogden, Utah, just before closing time.
Okay.
They were armed, and their intentions were absolutely horrifying. Sitting outside, they had a lookout. His name was Keith Roberts, and in the report, there were 3 other people in the vehicle. We have no more information on this. So
I'm sorry. Hold
yeah,
on.
they convinced that many people.
Hold on. How boring is your life?
Right.
How boring is your life that someone's like, "Hey, what are you doing on Friday night?" "Oh, not too much. I got nothing going on. You want to come sit in a car with me and wait for a crime to be done?"
Like, no.
What?
I know.
Get a grip.
And I mean, robberies were pretty easy to do back then.
Absolutely.
We're talking the 70s. We didn't have CTV.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, the terror that the people must have felt. As soon as these 2 entered the shop, they began taking hostages immediately. They dragged them into the basement. It was literally a scene of just pure chaos. They bound the 2 employees first.
Okay.
So Stanley and Michelle. Stanley 20, Michelle just about 19.
They're babies.
They're babies. This is their little job. And they start robbing the store. So to me, number one, at that age, I would be fucking terrified. But then again, kind of in the back of your mind are like, okay, they're going to put us in the basement, grab the shit, and they're going to leave.
Yeah. It would be like, head down, don't look at them. If you don't look at them, they're not going to be threatened,
Right.
and they're going to leave with the stuff, and that's the end of this.
So if all things maybe went to plan, that's how this may have played out.
Right.
But that is not what happened here.
Okay.
So while they are holding these 2 hostage and begin the robbery, a 16-year-old boy named Courtney Naisbitt comes to thank Stan for helping him earlier that day. And, of course, unbeknownst to him, there's a robbery
He's
occurring.
walking into horror.
Yeah, so he walks in looking for Stan, and these 2 guys are like, get in the basement.
Oh, God.
Fucking terrifying. It's actually heartbreaking. These three now are in the basement. All of a sudden, in walks Orrin Walker, Stan's father. He's there to pick him up after his shift.
Ugh.
Hey, buddy, I'm here. Like, what's taking so long?
Yeah, I've been waiting a while. Where are you?
And then he realizes,
what's going on?
fuck. And now he is taken hostage.
Oh, my God. So
It's
hold
just,
up.
It's just getting one
There's
after.
4 people in the basement?
Oh, it doesn't stop there. It was literally a scene of madness. And I think, maybe in the moment they didn't expect these additional people to be showing up. But you're robbing a store that is primarily ran by younger people. Odds are their parents or someone is picking them up.
Yeah.
Like, fucking dumb. Okay, so panic is setting in for everybody. Everyone is now in chaos. Okay, so you remember Courtney, who walked in, the 16-year-old boy?
Yes.
Courtney's mom, Carol, is looking for her son now.
Okay, so we've got, like, all these kids. Their parents are like, where is my kid?
Yep, so now she arrives. Carol arrives looking for her son, and things just start getting fucking whack. So Orrin and Carol are now taken to the basement and tied up.
Right.
So
Okay.
now we have 5 hostages.
Oh, man, that's extreme.
It's crazy. So tensions are obviously rising. Everyone is kind of panicked. Michelle, the young girl who was the employee, begins begging for her life.
Oh, Michelle.
And it breaks my heart because she's begging for mercy. She's crying.
Yeah.
But that didn't matter to Dale and William. They were already in it so deep at this point, and they had plans for these people.
Okay.
So Dale then orders Andrew to fetch something from their van. And when he returns, he brings back a bottle in a brown paper bag.
Is it whiskey?
I wish.
Oh, no.
And I think they wish as well, because what he brought is the most fucking... Bleh. Like, please, just... I can't. They force these hostages to now drink this liquid in the brown paper bag. And they tell them that it's vodka laced with a sleeping pill.
I'm in.
Yep. They're like, just take a sip. You're going to pass out. It'll be over before you know it.
I'd be like, me first, please. Let's go.
But that's not what was in this.
Of course not.
It was actually industrial strength drain cleaner.
Ashley, stop.
Yes. It's like, what? When I read that, I was like, this is fucking crazy.
Oh, my God.
Do you know how corrosive that is?
Oh, my God. Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
So obviously, the moment it touched their lips, it was burning. And they knew this is not what they're saying.
No.
Enormous blisters, and their flesh began peeling away from their mouth.
Oh boy.
So,
okay.
Agony. Pure agony. Screams are filling that basement. These people are being tortured. It's fucking terrible. And so, remember Michelle, who's still crying and begging, obviously?
Yeah.
She was spared from drinking the drain cleaner.
That creeps me out a little bit.
Why?
Because that's not good. No.
And I think your mind is going in the right direction.
I know it is.
So, Michelle hasn't drank it. Everyone else is. And they were trying to silence the victims by pouring the drain cleaner in their mouth and then trying to duct tape their mouth shut.
Ashley.
Yes.
Stop it.
But it's fucking drain cleaner. So the blisters are forming. And unfortunately, their mouth is being eaten alive and the duct tape won't stick because it's obviously going to be eating the glue.
I no longer need lunch.
I know. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
So panic is escalating, and Orrin, Stan's dad, is seeing what's happening. And he's like, okay, I'm going to pretend to drink this, and I'm going to fake a convulsion and spit it out.
Okay.
Which was genius.
Yeah, very smart.
Very smart. That kept him alive, but it was too late for a lot of the others. And Dale's getting mad. He's like, why are they not just dying? Like, the plan was, drink the drain cleaner, you're all going to die. That was not going the way he planned, and he is getting fucking mad. In a brutal act of desperation, Dale comes up and shoots Carol and Courtney in the back of their heads.
No.
Yes. Just shoots them.
Oh, he's just like, I'm done waiting for this.
Like, what? Then he walks up behind Stan. This is hard. So he walks up behind Stan and then shot Orrin as well. So now we've got Orrin, the dad, Stan, the son, Courtney, the 16-year-old, and Carol, the mom, all shot.
And they've all been shot.
They've all been shot.
Oh my God.
But the violence doesn't stop. Dale then takes Michelle to a corner of
Michelle.
the basement, forces her to remove her clothes at gunpoint, and brutally rapes her repeatedly as Andrews stands by. So Andrews, I mean William. His last name's Andrews.
Yeah.
So after that, he drags her back to the group and then shoots her in the back of the head like a dog.
Okay, pause for a second here. This was never a burglary.
No,
They have yet to even attempt to take anything.
exactly.
This was a massacre.
This is a massacre. 100%.
Oh
It is
my God.
so fucking unimaginable. These poor people, I can't imagine what they're going through. But that's not the end of the violence.
Oh, excellent.
They then turn their attention back to Oren. So Oren has faked the convulsion.
Right.
He's been shot,
Okay.
but he's still alive.
Oh no.
So now Dale is fucking
Oren.
mad. Yeah, like he's hanging on, and like
God.
the bravery and the horror of this is just so. Oren's alive. Dale is losing his fucking shit. So he tries to strangle him with a wire. That fails. So this guy just won't give up. And I'm
can't.
so like I truly believe that he fought with every ounce of his soul.
Yeah.
But what they did next is so awful. They decide to use a ballpoint pen.
Oh, why? Where? No.
They insert it into his ear and stomp on his head.
Ashley?
It punctured right through.
Oh,
It's horrifying, and I'm so sorry.
I just got that like chill that goes down your spine.
Yeah, it's unimaginable. It's such brutality. I don't even understand how someone can do that.
So I'm sorry, just give me a moment here. So this guy has had this drain cleaner in his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
He has been shot.
Yep.
They have strangled him.
Yep.
And now they have put a ballpoint pen in his ear into his head.
Yes. All after murdering his
Everybody
son.
else.
Yeah, and his child has just been killed.
My God.
It's unimaginable that such brutality can even occur in people's minds. It's fucked.
That's horrific.
So after finishing these horrific acts, Dale and William go upstairs, load the van with some stolen equipment, and they leave. So the sun rises the next day, and the aftermath of that nightmare haunted this community literally forever.
I would imagine it would still haunt the community.
Oh, absolutely. So
This is awful.
Yeah. So just 4 hours after this attack is over, Orrin Walker's wife and their son come looking for them. Where's Orrin and Stan?
No shit, because they didn't come home.
No. So
Oh, no.
they have no idea what's happened. So they arrive at the hi-fi shop and they're looking around, and Orrin's son hears noises coming from the basement. So he breaks down the back door, and Miss Walker calls 911. It was a scene of pure horror.
I literally can't imagine.
By the time help arrived, Stan and Michelle were already gone.
Of course.
Carol was still alive,
Oh, Carol.
but tragically she was pronounced dead on the arrival at the hospital.
Oh, my. Oh, so she was alive all night?
Yeah. And also, Courtney Naisbitt, the 16-year-old boy, defied those odds as well.
Oh.
Though he was not expected to survive, he did, but not without severe irreparable brain damage. He would spend an agonizing 266 days in the hospital before being released.
Oh, I'm having a moment where I'm trying to... The fucking strength it would take to survive this.
Oh, it's horrifying.
Wow.
And I mean, his mom is dead. Well, clinging on to life.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like obviously
but dies.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's not forget about our strong man, Orrin.
Oh, right.
He survived.
I'm so...
He fucking survived.
Is he Iron Man?
It's crazy, but he was left with extensive burns to his stomach
Of course
and
he was.
esophagus.
Of course he was.
But like, he made it. He pulled through. So after the crime has been discovered and people are brought to hospital, An Air Force officer got wind of what was happening at the hi-fi shop.
Okay.
He called the Ogden police, and he recalls a chilling conversation he had with William.
Oh, do tell me.
So William, a few months before, says, one of these days I'm going to rob that hi-fi shop. And if anyone gets in my way, I'll fucking kill them.
Oh my God. What an idiot.
So, like, right there.
What an idiot.
Yeah, and it's premeditated.
Of course. Listen, this whole thing was premeditated. It was never a robbery. It was, and I can't understand how one person, let alone two people, come up with this plan where they're like, let's torture and kill random people.
No.
What is wrong with you? What went
wrong?
What went wrong?
Yeah.
Where did it snap? Why? How come you and I'm just listening to this story
And you're horrified.
and it's making me sick.
Yeah.
How can you and I be like that? And then there's people who literally are like, hey, let's plan an absolute massacre of random strangers and children.
It's fucking gross.
Oh
Ugh,
my
ew.
God.
So, thank goodness for that statement, because it actually becomes a crucial part of this investigation.
Well, they probably had zero leads
No.
at all until they had that. And they were like, oh, we should probably look into this.
Absolutely. So just a short time later, two teenage boys are dumpster diving.
Because what else are you doing in 74?
They stumble upon victims' wallets,
Oof.
purses.
Okay.
And they were looking through them and they're like, shit, these are the people that were hurt or murdered in the hi-fi robbery.
Yeah.
They call the police right away. So amid all the chaos, they're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, who did it. They're, getting leads.
Yeah.
The police show up to investigate the dumpster, and a crowd begins to gather.
Okay.
Who do you think was in the crowd, Chantal?
They did not.
Yep. It's like out of a movie. So they're there, seeing what are they pulling out of the dumpster. So the detective on the scene is obviously suspecting the killers could show up, and they kind of have William on their radar. But again, that's circumstantial. He had said something.
Right.
So lo and behold, the police are watching the crowd.
Okay, so this is actually a commonly used tactic within police forces. Especially, there's a couple cases that we're going to cover in the future where it's a missing person and they'll have like a candlelight vigil for
They
them.
always show up.
They always are there
wanna
and
be
they're
part of it.
watching. Yes. And police will watch each person because chances are someone who knows what's going on has shown up for the thrill of it.
Yes.
Because there is some kind of sick, twisted thrill of like, I know where she is.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Right?
Sick fuck.
Okay, so that's exactly what's happening here.
So the detective crawls into the dumpster. He's waving around all the evidence, showing
super
the crowd.
dramatic.
Yep.
Like, oh no, what's this?
And keeping them engaged so everyone is there watching. And guess what? It worked.
Oh, snap.
Yep.
Because Dale and William are idiots.
Complete idiots. And you remember, this is right beside an Air Force base. So you've got all these airmen and they're looking and they're like, holy shit. But Dale and Williams are side-eyeing. They're gesturing to one another.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Literally.
Like, come on.
I know.
You're going to do something like that? You're going to show up while they're pulling the shit
like
you
nudging
threw
each
away?
other?
Being like,
Idiots.
I can't.
So the detective later noted that these were the behaviors that raised the red flags. Based on the reactions and the prior tip-offs, about William, both men were immediately taken into custody and a search warrant was issued for their barracks.
Okay. I was going to say, the tip alone, not enough.
No.
Even the like side eye, maybe not enough. But the two of those things
Yes.
together.
Now we have something.
Now
These
they're
guys are
like,
suspicious.
hold up. Side eye Bob over here was also the guy that said he was going to rob the hi-fi store and kill everyone in it.
So, yeah.
Oof.
So they go into the barracks. They now can search. And what they find, because gestures and side eyes just weren't enough for these
That ain't enough.
fucking idiots. They've got flyers for the hi-fi shop all around their rooms and a rental contract for a storage unit.
You don't say.
What could be in the storage unit?
Oh, I don't know.
Fucking retard.
Oh, they're so stupid. I'm so glad that they're so stupid.
I do hate that word, but in this case, that is exactly what I'm going to say.
We could literally call these guys everything in the book.
I know, it just doesn't. They obtain a warrant for the storage unit.
Okay.
They uncover tons of stereo equipment. And of course, that wasn't all. Because why stop there? Let's put everything in the storage unit. Among the items was a half-empty bottle of industrial drain cleaner.
I'm super glad that they're so stupid.
Yeah. So,
but come on.
Like, not good criminals. So with this evidence, Dale and William are formally charged with the heinous crimes. And a third accomplice, remember Keith outside on lookout?
I do remember stupid Keith.
Yes, so Keith is implicated as well. So the trial that follows exposed the chilling intentions behind those horrific acts. And it's a reminder of this darkness.
Okay.
Like, the trial was... It was pretty wild. And of course it's a spectacle because it's right near a military base and this is such a heinous crime.
Well, and as you've said in the past when we were talking about Russell Williams, a military member, you just automatically, there's a level of trust, a level of respect where you just assume they are good human beings.
Right.
Because they're protecting our country.
100%.
They're standing up for our rights and our freedoms. So to see this kind of depravity from two military members must just
always...
be, yes, it's a shock value, right?
Absolutely. So Dale, William, and Keith are brought to justice. The details that emerged from the trial were super disturbing, but all three were tried together for first-degree murder and robbery. But the outcomes were all different.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Well, maybe not all different, but different.
Different, okay.
So Dale and William were convicted of all charges. They received the ultimate sentence, death.
Bye.
Toodles. Keith, on the other hand, was convicted only of the robbery and sentenced to imprisonment. So, you knew. You knew because they were in there for a long time. You saw, obviously, people going in and not coming out. So don't fucking tell me you didn't know what was going on when they came back to the van to grab the drain cleaner.
Okay, I want to talk about something on a side for a second.
Okay.
And I don't know. I didn't do the research for this. I don't know all that's involved. Is it possible? I'm just looking at the brutality of the murder. And now this shit with Keith, the driver, who's like, just said, like, did you know what they were doing? Did you think it was a robbery or are you just stupid? And I'm starting to wonder, like, were there serious drugs involved?
I know.
Was there something? Because again, I know there's evil people, inherently evil. But to the extent that Dale and William went at this shit, like...
Are you on something?
Were you on something?
I mean, it was the 70s.
Because I cannot understand. And like in my head, when you're telling me about Keith, I'm like, okay, so I always try to put myself in these people's shoes.
Yeah.
Right? Just to like understand. And I'm like, I'm Keith. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. And he thinks they're just robbing the place. And you're sitting there. At what point, how long are you going before you're like, should I check on them?
Yeah.
Should I drive away? What should I do here? They're not coming out.
He fucking
I think
knew.
you're right. I think you're right.
You're going to tell me that William told
a stranger
that he was going to rob the shop?
But they didn't tell Keith that they were going in to literally pour Drano down people's throats.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it came out during the trial how premeditated and calculated the crime was. They didn't just stumble on this crime. They had been planning it for months.
Yeah.
And their goal was to kill anyone that got in their way.
Oh God.
What is even more chilling is what inspired their methods of murder. They had seen a film, Magnum Force, where a prostitute is I can't, I know. where a prostitute is forced to drink Drano cleaner and drops dead suddenly. Because it's a fucking movie.
It's a movie.
Like,
it's literally for entertainment purposes.
Yes.
It's not a play-by-play of what you should be doing in your day-to-day life.
No.
Get a grip.
So this scene became their blueprint for their crimes.
Oh, my God.
It's unbelievable. They rationalized that using drain cleaner would be a clean and efficient way to murder their victims.
And it just made everything horrific on every level. Ugh.
So amidst all of this horror, there was also bravery, and I want to talk about that because Orrin and Courtney, despite their traumatic experiences, became key witnesses for the prosecution.
That is incredible.
They took the stand, revealing the harrowing ordeals. Courtney, despite suffering severe brain damage, and Orrin with a multitude of issues, so his throat actually became mutilated.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, but they stood up there and they showed incredible courage and faced their attackers. Their testimonies were very crucial in securing the convictions.
Yeah, no kidding.
And they actually were able to shed light on what these victims endured. And I think it's important that people know what these people went through.
100%.
And you would think, okay, that's the end of it. Case closed. But that's not how this story went.
Oh, am I going to get angry?
I think a lot of people are going to
Are you going to make me mad on a Friday?
I'm making you mad on a Friday.
Oh, God.
So the NAACP actually stepped in and demanded that Dale and William's sentence be reduced to life with parole.
Did you say life with parole?
Their argument was that the conviction was unfair because both men were black, while the victims and jury were all white.
Okay.
Let's hear it, girl. I see your eyeballs look like they are going to explode.
I do not care if you are white, orange, green,
No.
black, where you came from, what your sex is. I don't care what you're wearing. I don't care if you're not wearing anything. Anyone who does this level of crime, you got to get the max. You got to get the max penalty. You don't just... What?
How does race become into play? Like, I don't understand. So the victims were white, so I'm going to claim racism?
I cannot.
What do you mean?
And listen, I am the first person. Our black communities have suffered greatly.
100%.
I am not saying that there isn't times where this sort of stepping in is necessary, because we have seen it over and over and over again. In this particular case, get fucked.
Literally. Like, it is so tricky, especially in the 70s. They're accusing the system of racism. So William even went and spoke to USA Today and said, "We never intended to kill anybody." And you know what pisses me off about this? And I'm going to tell you because I'm fucking torqued now. Who the fuck is allowing him to do an interview?
Okay, so...
How does he have rights to be speaking his side of any story? That's what your trial is for. You don't get to come out here and be in the newspaper and fucking talk about how you're the victim and you didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
As you well know, I have spent the last 11 years in corporate Canada, let's say, okay? And I am well aware of all of the moving parts behind, like we see an interview on TV and we're like, oh, cool, there's an interview on TV. But there are, 8 people in the background who have had to set things up, who have had to write up NDAs, who have had to do all this shit. What the fuck? There was not one person on this team that was like, hey, guys,
allow this?
Guys, this guy poured Drano down people's throats. Maybe he's not our target guest on USA Today.
It's fucked. So, very quickly, detectives shut that shit down.
Good. I'm so glad.
They were like, this was premeditated. He went in and bought Drano cleaner, or Drano...
whatever.
Drain cleaner.
And had it in the van.
Yeah. So, you're fucking dumb.
Oh my God. So that's a part of this story that like actually shook me, because this was their plan all along.
100%.
They had drain cleaner in the van. They took a moment. It's a totally different story if someone like breaks into a place, is startled by people that are coming in, and they tie them up or they even kill them. Like, and it's not excusable,
No.
but I'm just saying
This isn't just
this
like a
is
crime
totally
of-
different. This was literally a moment of like, okay, everyone is tied up now and we have control. Go get the drain cleaner.
It's fucked. It's so
Ay,
fucked.
yoy.
They intended to murder. So they are sentenced to death, as we know,
Okay.
and they're on death row. Even the black inmates wanted nothing to do with these guys. They're like, I'm on death row and you're on death row, but
we're different.
We're different.
Yeah.
You're a fucktard.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you remember Gary Gilmore, the spree killer?
Yeah.
So he was also on death row at the time.
At the same time.
He was.
Oh my God.
And ironically enough, he was executed when these assholes were with him.
Okay.
And he chose his last words to be, I'll see you in hell, Pierre and Andrews.
Stop it right now.
That's what he chose to say. So,
Okay. So that says a lot when another disgusting criminal and disgusting murderer is calling you out for his final words on this earth.
right. He would
Holy shit.
he would walk past their cells apparently and laugh and like taunt them and tease them.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
I know. Both men do get executed.
Okay, good.
Dale, August 28th, 1987, and Andrews in 1992.
Okay.
So, they're gone. Justice serve, I mean, no. To me, can we open up a conversation with our listeners for a quick second?
I'm
Before
sure we can.
You know, because, I mean, I'm just going to finalize this just by saying that is what happened.
It's awful.
It's a heartbreaking story.
Yeah.
I have a couple things I wanted to talk about with this case
Okay.
with you, and I want our listeners to maybe give us what their thoughts
Yeah, guys.
on it.
Social media. You guys have been great on social media.
Yeah, we're enjoying
we
it.
love the comments. We love the conversations. We love the DMs. Keep sending them.
So here's my question
All right,
for
I'm
everybody,
ready.
including you, Chantal.
Okay.
And it's taboo.
Okay.
So people might get upset.
We're always taboo.
Okay.
You might
so
get triggered.
my husband and I have very different thoughts on the death penalty.
Okay. Okay.
I personally am for the death penalty when
Okay.
it comes to specific things.
Right.
If you rape and murder children,
Yeah.
rape and murder anybody, torture somebody, those to me, death is warranted.
Right.
I
Right.
don't think you deserve anything. I don't think you deserve to enjoy a last meal. I don't think but it has to be a case where there's no wavering evidence.
Okay. Okay.
It's 100%.
It has to be, yeah.
This person will do it again.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, I do believe in that. My husband doesn't. He
Okay.
thinks they should rot and think about what they did.
Right.
And then also there's the whole cost of the death penalty with which my
okay.
husband. So that's been like an ongoing actual debate in our kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now my curiosity is like, because I don't know where you stand.
Oh, interesting. Well, let me tell you. So I am a very case by case person, very similar to you,
Okay.
where there are, I mean, we have heard horrible stories where people have been sentenced to death and given the death penalty, and then it comes
they're
out
innocent.
that they were innocent.
It's terrible.
And that's awful. At the same time, so a case like this, goodbye.
Yeah.
Because you don't deserve, and like I fully understand where your husband's coming from as well. Like I can really see both sides, because there are some cases where I'm like, especially the ones where the murderer is like, I just want to die. If you are suicidal, like if a murderer is suicidal and wants to go, I think that that should be taken from them.
Absolutely.
I would much rather like, no, you're going to sit in prison for 40 years and you are going to suffer with your existence.
Yes,
With no
100.
way out. So I'm very case by case. I'm very much like this case that you just told us about, goodbye.
Yeah.
You don't deserve to breathe the
No.
same air as any other human.
No.
Get off this planet.
And like really the whole thing is like, okay, so someone is serving a life sentence that cannot be rehabilitated. If you're a heinous monster and you're like, yeah, I'll fucking do it again.
Yeah.
Get rid of them.
Goodbye.
I just don't.
If you're sitting in prison and you are like, and that's another thing. See, it's again like case by case, because another thing is, okay, let's say you get life in prison, you've done something horrible, and you're sitting there and you're reliving that murder and you're getting off on it and you're excited about it. And every day you're like thinking about it and thinking like, oh my God, I can't believe I got to experience that. You got to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to go.
There's no room in this world for people that are monsters like that.
Yeah. Get out.
I don't want that energy in this world.
No.
And I do think life should be cherished. But there are certain people that I think we would be better off without.
Yeah. Well, and this also opens up the conversation of nurture versus nature.
I know.
I mean, we could talk about this for hours, probably.
Yeah, we could.
Join us on our lives, and we will.
We will.
But nature versus nurture, because it's like, okay, are you inherently a bad person?
Yeah.
Were you born with evil in you? Or did something happen that it's now a part of who you are?
I know.
Because again, like you said, if these people are sitting life in prison and they're saying like, oh yeah, if I get out, I'm going to do it again.
Yeah.
If they are sure that given the opportunity, it can happen again, I'm sorry, you're done here.
Yeah.
You're done here.
No, I agree.
You rotted. You went bad.
So I think actually with our lives coming up at the end of the month, and that's for subscribers, I really want to have this conversation live.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
and we're
I'm
going to have
excited.
lots of conversations like this in our lives. So at the time when this comes out, you all know about our subscriber tiers. Check out our social media. Check out our website. It's going to have all the information for you. We would love to continue having this conversation because something that Ashley and I actually really, really enjoy is hearing everyone's point of view.
Yes.
So long as we're all respectful and accepting, I think this is a really great place and a safe space. My point of view is built specifically from my life experiences.
Absolutely.
So it's so interesting to hear from someone, even in a different country,
Yeah.
and what their experience has been with crime and what they think and how it has built what their point of view.
Absolutely.
So we would love to hear from you.
Thank you for listening to my story.
It was awful. I don't have an appetite.
I'm sorry.
But I really appreciate that you told the story of these poor victims. And, you know, I also appreciate that you told me that these two assholes are dead because that makes me feel much better.
Yep, I can sleep good tonight knowing they're not in this world.
That's right. Happy Friday.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Love you.
Thanks for joining us on Triggered, where we dive deep into the dark, the twisted, and the cosmic mysteries of the universe.
Until next time, stay curious, stay cautious, always watch the stars and your back.